1 minute up. Let's welcome our fourth and final contestant, Esam Ali.
Toastmaster Benedict, today you rained on us with the refreshing waters of your speech, and for that I would hope the flowers of your growth may bloom today. First off, ladies and gentlemen, how many of you here think that Toastmaster Benedict is an amazing storyteller? I know, right? And he does it so beautifully with the use of narrative as he plays with the words vividly. As my tears fell, as the rain fell, so did my tears. But he used that furthermore to further reinforce the focal point of his story, that rain fall, but so does flowers bloom along with it. And he utilized that as an anchor statement over and over and over. And that not only attracted the attention of the audience, but it integrated the focal message. I'm walking away today thinking to myself, as rain falls, flowers bloom. And he elevated that story further with the use of dialogue, in which he lowered his voice at times, and at which he raised his voice, "This idiot is my son!" And he utilized that even further by the sense of humor that he integrated with it, which was entertaining. At the end of the day, if you want to deliver a message, you have to be entertaining. And Toastmaster Benedict did it proficiently. What I really admire about your speech, beyond your capabilities, are the blooming flowers of your potential that may rise if you would just take those few elements. Firstly, you hooked the audience's attention by asking a question. How many of you just gets tired when someone asks, "Raise your hands"? And it related to the audience. And that could improve further if the hook connects to the focal point. When I hook the audience's attention, when I utilize humor that relates to the point of the story, it would even be further more memorable because I'm entertained and that entertainment reinforces the message. Furthermore, to utilize our speech in the idea that, think of it this way, when you are sending the message ultimately, you might want to make the audience feel, how did he reach to that conclusion? So the external turning point, that could be done with the use of dialogue. You used it very well when you said, "Oh, I might crash the car and my dad will put me through even more trouble." And that could be elevated further when we speak about how we're feeling internally as the reins of depression drops. But how are you feeling? So what did I think to myself? All in all, Toastmaster Benedict, you are a narrative storyteller who uses vivid language in his words, paints an image with his words, does even more so with dialogue. And that could be elevated further with connecting the hook to the story and ultimately using more internal dialogue that speaks about how you're feeling and how you learned your lesson. Thank you very much.